Welcome to SHIßböX. Here's your host.
Oh yeah, all right. Hey everybody, welcome to SHIßböX. We've got a fantastic show planned for you today. You are in for a treat. Welcome to SHIßböX. We, of course, are all things Xbox. We present you all the news and information in a completely unbiased, uninfluenced manner, in, way, shape, and form. And let's go ahead and kick off the show. We see you've done your homework and read the description of what the episode's about. And, of course, we're talking about Gears of War. So, we, of course, talk about this franchise. The only visual aid we really have is the Gears of War 4, because we got Gears of War 5 digitally and, all the other copies digitally, too, because we got the Xbox One bundle that had the, Gears of War, kind of remake and such in it and such, or the remastered edition. It was a digital version because they shipped it with that. But anyhow, that's, they don't really give you a physical copy when you get some of these special editions of consoles and stuff from, Xbox, and it wasn't even a special edition console. It was just like a bundle deal, and it was like, oh, here's a bundle with a piece of paper with a fucking download code on it. So anyhow, we have this as our visual aid because Xbox was too cheap to give us an actual physical fucking copy of, some of the older versions or other versions of Gears of War. But, we ended up getting this one or whatever because, it was one of the few exclusives that we couldn't play on Xbox One when we were rocking the PS4, and now we, of course, rock the PS5, and it's like haptic feedback, right? We'll be on the controller and shit, live in the games, be in the games, we're in the fucking games with haptic feedback and shit. But of course, that's when we're playing our PS5, but we got to do this show because our contract tells us to. And of course, today we're talking about Gears of War, so buckle up. We're in for a fantastic show. Gears of War, man, this franchise has come a long way from what it was to what it is now. And you might be saying to yourself, what? It used to be so fucking badass. You would go through with your bros and, shoot these fucking horde bastards and stuff. And it's like, hell yeah, man. And the reload mini games, that was fucking amazing. It still is amazing, man. Talk about, just one of those extra little things that while you're reloading and such, you're waiting on that bar to go and then click, click. Perfect reload, fucking keep going in the battle and such, man. It's amazing. Phenomenal play, man. Great to play with friends. Great to play solo. Amazing thing to go through. Well, what did the folks, at Gears of War start doing? They're like, hey, you know how everyone likes kind of how we do linear shit? And hold on. There was probably a phone call that happened. We're guessing there was a phone call that happened, and it probably went like this, because here's Xbox or whatever, and this is before Phil Spencer started writing the ship, kind of, or whatever, maybe around that time. And they're sitting there, they're like, fuck, nothing to play, gotta fucking, let me call. Come on, pick up. Gears of War People Coalition or something. What do you want? Hey, man, hey, you guys are one of our best franchises, Yeah, we know. What the fuck do you want now? What do you want now? We've been carrying you for an entire generation. Us and fucking Halo. That's all you got. Yeah, about that, people are pissed at Halo, man. People don't like the Halos that we're coming out with and shit. So we really need you to probably introduce a bunch of features no one wants into the beloved franchise Gears of War. What the fuck do you mean introduce new features? Like what? Well, there's games that make open world games and shit. How about you just fucking make a barren ass open world that you have to traverse in order to get to destination and event? That sounds fucking dumb and like a waste of money. No, it's not. Fuck. You're gonna make our game suck. No, we won't. Fucking yes, you are. You have to do it. We're Xbox. We own you. It's gonna suck. And that's a bad decision. Well, that's your opinion. You do that. Goodbye. Go fuck yourself. Goodbye to you. Alright, guys, we're making a fucking open world game. Throw some chicks in it. And so that's pretty much what may have happened or, whatnot. Now, that might not be an exact representation of how the game, intellectual property, Gears of War, kind of progressed and got to the point it is today, to where it used to be a lot of fun, just kind of going and fighting the horde and shit like that. And now you have to traverse a big ass open world in a fucking sailboat or some shit. We're surprised that you don't get to change the color of it and put fucking stickers on it or customize it or some shit like that, or change the color of the sails. Probably all sorts of DLC and microtransactions they could have thrown in it and such to, make it such a remarkable, undertaking to unlock all the different sail colors for your, open world sailboat ship that fucking rides around as you're looking for something to fucking shoot. Gears of War has come a long way, man, and where it was to where it is today. And there's a lot of folks that were fans of the old version and don't like how the new one plays. But at the same time, there's fans of the new version that aren't necessarily fans of how the old one plays. Because with the progression of time, with the implementation of new concepts and ideas, and new players reaching out into the franchise for the first time, and not following it chronologically from Gears of War, 2, 3, Armageddon, wherever the fuck that falls in there in. Okay? Judgment, wherever the fuck that is. Whatever they are. Okay? There's folks that are just diving into it, man, because it's the newest iteration. It's the newest version. Okay? It's got the newest tech, the newest jazz, the newest bling. Okay? And a lot of that's still there. Graphically, it's a powerhouse still. Yeah, and it still plays phenomenally. The problem is that where it was and where it got to is starting to be a little too far of a gap and a divide. Okay? So what they really need to do, man, in any further continuation of this franchise, which wholly deserves to be continued because the IP is that good, they need to rein it back in. They probably need to scrap the open world. They need to remake it a little more linear, a little more story-based, okay? Leave the open world ideas for the bigger maps and multiplayer, where this game and future versions of this game will fucking shine. And then maybe, just maybe, you might drive enough folks to want to start rocking Gears of War again like it's the end-all be-all. And there's still a fan base, there's still a player base, there's still, online matches and such that go on. But if a new version came out, man, that retouched base with what a lot of the old versions offered, man, and could really reconnect the new play techniques and graphics and abilities with the old school story and campaign and layout and design, man, you put the new with the old in that way and you really could have some powerhouse games and such on your hands. It's just a matter of being sure that you can do that and bring those aspects together. Now, we don't usually like to go back behind the curtain where the sausage is made, but we do, because we have one other comparison that we want to draw to Gears of War for you. Okay? So, all right, we're going. Back where the sausage is made. Okay. Here's Gears 5. We have it. We lied. We do have it. We just... we already... They gave it, and, back when they had Xbox Gold, it was one of the free fucking games on that. So we already played it on that. And then we loves our physical copies, because you never know when a game company's just going to be like, nah, fuck it, you can't have that anymore. Even if the whole game's not on the disc. Whatever, it's a tangible item to where you can kind of recoup what you invest in it. That's a whole other argument, okay? Yes, there's convenience and ease for digital, okay? Yes, all right. That's a whole fucking episode that's different than this episode. We have Gears 5. And we didn't even open this one because we already played it and we have no interest in playing it again. We probably still have it installed, though, because the multiplayer is pretty awesome. And on occasion, it's been a minute, but on occasion, it was good to jump into that. But we probably don't even have it installed anymore because, who cares? We don't have it installed anymore. But what is different and what is drastically, missed is the desire and the draw that the original, and this is 4 and 5, the original, man, up to and including Judgment, man, those were some epic games, some epic battles. Look at, what was it, Gears 2 or Gears 3? I think it was Gears 2, where you're on those big-ass fucking wheeled vehicles going, and there's the battle happening in the background and shit like that. Phenomenal piece of artistic gameplay. And talk about having a lot of that shit in the background to where you feel like you're in this momentous offensive. Man, nothing matches that. It was one of those Uncharted-like experiences and such that you would get on the PlayStation. Now, obviously, us here at SHIßböX, we don't like to make those comparisons as well. But if we were going to compare stuff, then you have franchises like Uncharted, Uncharted 2, Uncharted 3, Uncharted 4, which is fucking amazing, right? You have, and then, Uncharted, fucking whatever the other ones and shit are. Every single Uncharted game had one of those awe-inspiring moments, whether it was a train scene or a being dragged by a train scene or a falling from an airplane scene or a running on a train scene. It doesn't matter. They all had at least one in every single game, a momentous, cutting edge, push the boundaries and limitations of what a game could do. All right? They had that one in every game. Gears of War, they used to have that in their games. They don't have that. What they have is you on a fucking sailboat looking for that the entire fucking game. We're not saying you don't find a location and get in a cool battle. Yeah, yes, you find a location, you get in a cool battle. What you don't do is live a battle like you did in the older versions. Okay? And that's what they need to pull back in. Okay? Stop trying to overdo it. Stop trying to be bigger. Stop trying to be better. The game is bigger and better than anything you could make. The intellectual property is what's bigger and better than anything you could portray on the screen. That's what's going to draw people. Because it's an amazing concept and an amazing universe that has been given to players, man, to experience and go through. Especially those first versions, man. With, the Invasion Day and all that, or whatever the fuck they call it. Remarkable, man. Remarkable. The Hammer of Dawn, or whatever the fuck it's called. Whatever. Okay? Amazing, amazing battles. Epic battles. Some good battles, yes. Some good scenes, sure. Some alright parts, yes. Some great gameplay, yes. Great gameplay. It plays. You're missing the greatness. And that's what we hope that Xbox brings back to the table. Or in this case, to this game. This franchise. Because not only is it still beloved by us, it is beloved by many. And as much as, we beloved everything that the Gears of War universe and franchise has, we would beloved it even more if they put out something that was just sheer fucking awesome. The only way to do that is to tone it back and let it speak for itself. Give that hot chapter a cold chapter, okay? Little iterations. Do that halo technique, okay? You have the franchise. You have the ability. And with Xbox, you have the money. Thanks for joining us at SHI'sböX today. It's been a terrific, episode. We would be remiss if we didn't say at the ending, obviously, you don't have to subscribe to us, but do yourselves a favor, go unsubscribe from like 7 other channels, okay? Because they're probably obsolete, they don't make content anymore, and they probably suck. So, there you go. You're welcome. Till next episode, we'll catch you then.